We have some major updates of mixed martial arts, starting with the news. Sean O'Malley calls out Conor McGregor for a brutal fight. As most of you guys know, McGregor and O'Malley have been friends for a long time, but recently they have started arguing. O'Malley thinks he has a good chance of beating McGregor. In a recently uploaded podcast, Sean O'Malley called out Conor McGregor for a fight. He said that he understands the difference in weight classes, but still believes he can defeat McGregor, who is shorter and stockier than him. O'Malley is confident in his abilities and wants to challenge McGregor despite the differences in their fighting categories.
I look at that, I'm like, okay, I'm realistic. I weigh 155, 160. Like, there's weight classes for a reason. I'm not gonna chirp those guys. I will chirp Conor because I do believe I could beat Conor in a fight. And I'm not just saying that. I think stylistically, I could beat Conor in a fight. Not an easy fight, I'm not saying. But I wouldn't call out somebody if I didn't think I could beat him in a fight. I think I'd beat Conor in a fight.
I mean, that's why.
I'm tall. Connor's 5'7".
No, you are taller than him. You are tall. I've been around him. I've seen him too.
He's thick, but he's short.
Yeah. And you hit.
It's not even. I mean, like, I don't think I'll just boom put him on one shot out. It's when you get hit 3, boom, 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 and then you get hit with a little walk around for a little bit, a little T, a little boom, boom, hit, whoa, 5 rounds, 25 minutes. He's not very. I mean.
And you're in and out. You're here. You're left. You're right.
Talk shit. Let's do it.
Dana White shuts down Alex Pereira fight. During the UFC 304 press conference, reporter asked Dana White about the potential Alex versus Tom fight. See Dana's reaction to this question.
Weren't we just talking about Tom Aspinall?
We were talking about Tom Aspinall, yeah.
Greatest ever?
So maybe Pereira versus Aspinall at some point.
Powerful, agility, speed. So you think he should move up and you think he should fight Tom Aspinall?
I mean, the fans want to see it, Dana. Yeah. Do you want to see it?
Well, I'm asking you. You think it's a good idea? We were just talking about how he's...
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. I think if Pereira wants to do it, Tom wants it.
So I should move Pereira up, a guy who's a superstar in that weight class and looks great. And
I think the fans are greedy and they like the idea of dream fights. I'm sure it's a dream fight that you've seen on the internet yourself.
You got any more questions for me?
Robert Whittaker slams Belal Mohammad for Leon Edwards' fight. Recently, Robert Whittaker made some bold claims about Belal Muhammad's win. Whittaker believes Edwards wasn't at his best against Muhammad, which means he thinks Belal wouldn't have been able to beat Leon Edwards if Edwards had fought normally. In a recent episode of the MMA Arcade podcast, Whittaker analyzed the rematch between Edwards and Belal at UFC 304. Whittaker said he was surprised by Edwards' poor performance, which was quite different from his impressive fights against Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington. He speculated that Edwards might have underestimated Muhammad, who dominated the fight with constant pressure and strong striking.
I was surprised. Not surprised. Like, not that Muhammad surprised me. You know what? I was surprised. I was surprised because Leon's last 2 showings against Usman and Colby looked vastly different to the Leon that turned up against Muhammad.
Yeah.
Okay. I am wondering why Leon had no answer for it.
Daniel Cormier compares Belal Muhammad's title win performance at UFC 304 to Khabib Nurmagomedov.
He really did look like Khabib, if I'm being completely honest. The pace, the pressure, the wrestling, and you know what? The striking. You know, Belal gets a bit of a bad rap, and at times they say he's boring, but I will tell you right now, that was furthest thing from a boring fight from the new champion. His pace was amazing. His pressure was amazing. His striking. He fought and struck with Leon Edwards. He outlanded Leon Edwards. He was able to do things that we really didn't expect him to do to Leon Rocky Edwards. You know, it was a fantastic performance. This guy...
Kamaru Usman revealed his fight plan after Belal Muhammad won the title shot. Guys, you might remember that recently Kamaru Usman revealed some potential opponents for his next fight, including Shavkat, Ian Gary, Jack Della, and several other welterweight fighters. After Belal Muhammad became the welterweight champion, Kamaru Usman provided information about his next fight. In a recent Pound for Pound podcast episode, Usman revealed that he wants to fight Belal Muhammad for the championship by the end of the year, but to make everyone happy, he thinks it's more realistic that he has another fight first before going for the title.
We both, baby. Okay, I'll tell you right now. You want the Nigerian Nightmare Kamaru Usman. Give me ample time to get in there at the end of the year, top of next year. I'll go in there and take my my welterweight strap back, 100%. But if you're talking to the man that's from the outside looking in to try to satisfy everybody, when you look at the landscape of everything, yes, it's all he lost to Leon Edwards, but people have amnesia very quickly. People forget that I was winning almost 24 minutes of that fight until the lightning hit the lightning struck and Leon landed that kick. And I think when you land something like that, it almost kind of spoiled Leon to where he forgot that, hey, I was being dominated this exact same way, to where you feel, oh, I'm the champion, I can just do whatever I want. No, you have to go out there and actually fix those mistakes, which clearly he didn't fix. But because of that loss, now as the UFC, as the company, you're gonna go, okay, I want to get Usman a fight to really show the fans that he's back, to show us that he's back and he deserves a chance to potentially go out there and get that title back. So in order to do that, give him, someone at the top, which could be Shavkat Rakhmonov, or it could be JDM.
Michael Chandler shares how he takes energy supplements. Leon Edwards issues first statement after Belal Muhammad title loss. Leon Edwards, who is now former welterweight champion, has apologized to his fans on Monday after losing to Belal Muhammad in the UFC 304. Edwards had a difficult fight, giving up 9 takedowns in over 12 minutes of control time. Muhammad won by unanimous decision, becoming the new champion. Edwards reacted by saying, "To my fans, I'm sorry I couldn't get the job done this time. I've been through harder times and I will rise again. Thanks for all the love and support. I will get this back in blood." Ilia Topuria recently confirmed that he will fight Max Holloway, which was previously speculated to happen at the Las Vegas Sphere. However, those plans changed last week, and UFC 306 will now feature 2 title fights, and Holloway are expected to fight in October in Abu Dhabi. Fans can now expect the fight between Ilia Topuria and Max Holloway to take place on October 26th, as agreements for the featherweight title bout are in place. The fight was initially planned for UFC 307 in Salt Lake City, which was also supposed to feature Islam fighting Arman in Abu Dhabi. But Islam revealed he has a hand injury, which means he likely won't fight in October. As a result, Topuria's title defense against Holloway has been postponed. Currently, UFC 307 does not have a main event, but there is a title fight associated with that date. Ariel Helwani's also said that Islam injury is going to be interesting. Can't do Abu Dhabi, no Madison Square Garden, and they wouldn't put him with Conor in December, which means earliest Arman gets his shot is January. I guess he doesn't have to do the public service announcement after all. Until the UFC confirms something, we can't say anything else. Let's see what the UFC confirms in the upcoming days.